the world of citizenship, passports, and visa-free travel, we have some big news today as the United States has just announced that Qatar is going to become their 42nd country on the Visa Waiver Program. Now, if you know anything about visa-free travel and passports around the world, you will understand just how big news this actually is. So the Visa Waiver Program, otherwise known as the ESTA process, is actually very much well known in the Western world. If you come from a developed Western country, maybe a European Union country, maybe you come from a country like Canada or Australia, you understand what an ESTA is. However, in many countries around the world, they don't have ESTAs. It's actually very rare for a country to actually have visa-free ESTA access to the United States, and Qatar is going to be joining the list. Now, why is this such big news? Well, that's actually because Qatar, for a Gulf country even still, doesn't have that strong of a passport. For example, they don't have visa-free access to the European Union or Canada, Australia. They don't have visa-free access to a lot of Western countries, and it's usually given that if a passport has visa-free access to the European Union, then chances are that they will get visa-free access to the United States, or it sometimes works the other way around, but that's pretty much it. It's easier to get ESTA access currently for the European Union than it is to the United States. Qatar is also the only Gulf country in the region to have visa-free access to the United States. My prediction is that even more Gulf countries are going to be getting it in the future. For example, the next country in the Gulf region that I think will be joining the Visa Waiver Program will probably be the Emirates, because the Emirati passport is a very strong passport. They're not missing out on a lot, mainly currently just the US, I believe Australia, and I believe the UK. But everything else they do have visa-free access to. This is also quite interesting because Qatar is actually the second Muslim-majority country to get visa-free access to the US. The first one being Brunei. Not a lot of people know that Brunei, the Bruneian passport, is on the Visa Waiver Program. You do have ESTA access to the United States if you are a citizen of Brunei. Now, the Bruneian passport is very hard to get. It's pretty much impossible to get if you are a foreigner. But a lot of people think, the US never gives out visa-free access to any Muslim countries. Well, that's not true. You have Brunei and now you have Qatar. And my prediction is this is only going to grow stronger in the future. Like I said, I believe the Emirates are going to get it next. Saudi Arabia might, but I still don't think their passport is as strong as the Emirati passport, which is why I say that the Emirates will probably get it next. Maybe Bahrain will get it. Kuwait actually is quite a weak passport. Frankly, I was actually surprised at how weak it was, but you are seeing a lot of countries starting to join the Visa Waiver Program. Let me know what you think about this current development. Do you think more Gulf countries will be getting visa-free access to the United States? What's the next country that you are going to predict will be added onto the list? And if you like this video, you can click right here and subscribe to get this information on YouTube. And if you want to follow me on my other social media, you can follow me on Instagram and Rumble. That will be linked down below in the description.